a first alert weather day today, tomorrow, and Monday as we deal with back-to-back snowy forecasts. And you can see this large winter system that we have on the way already stretching with winter storm warnings, which is everything you're seeing in pink all the way from New Mexico through Texas, Oklahoma, here in Indiana, the entire state of Ohio under a winter storm warning. And I would say most of Indiana, but as you go more to the north and west, you can see where that breaks down into a winter weather advisory. Not a major difference here in 21 country as to what you see, whether you're in the warning itself, but over in the advisory status, that's where snow totals may be a little bit lower. But I'm not going to say that's a little bit of snow out there because it's still going to be a decent amount for all of us. So here's the winter storm that's already shaping up. And you can see, again, just that expansive nature of this. Here in Indiana, we're starting to pick up on snow. But one key part of the forecast right now, gosh, it's just cold. And that cold air makes a big difference when it comes to this forecast because cold air is typically dry air. And some of this snow is having a hard time falling at the moment, but it won't for very long. What we need to do is overcome the dry air. So you'll notice as you're heading out the door, some of us have a few light flurries. Others aren't seeing anything quite yet. Over the course of the next 3 to 4 hours, we're really going to start to fill in on radar. And Future Track shows you that. As we get closer to about 10 to 11 p.m., we're starting to fill in a little bit more with snowfall. Midnight and on, which the timestamp on this right now is midnight. You can see things are widespread. Overnight travel past midnight will start to become slick. So let's talk about your day on Sunday. And I'm stopping the clock at 7 a.m. Widespread snow expected. As you're heading out for church services, things will be slick, but the worst of the snow will come through as we go into the afternoon. A few bursts of snow here and there are going to slow things down. And the key part of Sunday is going to be that afternoon travel. That's where I think we will be completely paused for travel for a few hours as plows continue to work on that, which is a key part of the forecast. With relentless snow expected on Sunday, we're not getting any dry breaks to allow plows to have some time to work on roads, so they'll be out continuously, and at times it just becomes a little too tedious. In the evening, this is about 5 to 6 p.m. on Sunday, you start to see some breaks in the snow. I'm expecting the late evening and at night, the system itself moves out. But behind it, we have some lake effect snow developing, and that's going to lead you into Monday morning. We could have some slowdowns and delays, not only because of clearing off roads from the weekend, but also because of some additional lake effect snow. And in some parts of the area, that could last until about 11 a.m. to noon. So how about your church services tomorrow? I know a lot of people are thinking about that for Sunday. When it comes to your church drive, by 8 a.m. services, you're waking up to 2 to 4 inches. Now, I know a lot of armchair meteorologists out there are saying, 2 to 4, I can do that. Keep in mind, we will get much more as we go into the afternoon and evening. So what you see in the morning is not what it's going to be all day. You'll notice at the bottom of your screen and on our website, 21alivenews.com, we have quite a few church services that are already closed or switching over to streaming. You may want to check just to make sure yours is one of those or not, and that way you can figure out whether you want to make the drive. So let's talk about snow totals. As mentioned, a little bit less to the north and west. Portions of Noble County start to get in on 3 to 5. Here in Allen County, about 5 to 8 inches, including portions of DeKalb County. In fact, almost all of DeKalb County and Garrett and Auburn, going into portions of Kendallville, Columbia City, expecting 5 to 8 inches. But something you'll notice that's a little bit new in the forecast, we are starting to shift up that 7 to 10 inches for almost all of Adams County, southern Wells County. And yes, double digits are possible in some portions of northwest Ohio. Very important that you keep an eye on that. On top of the snow, I do want to mention the cold. We already have wind chills as low as -10 in Fort Wayne right now, and it will be chilly not only this weekend, but into next week. Monday, we will have bus stop conditions that look to be not only sub-zero with the wind chills, but at times in the negative teens with the wind chills. And teens are just kind of the story this whole week. I mean, this entire week ahead, we aren't even reaching 20 degrees, Ari. So it is a significant cold dip, and it's going to take us a while to really recover from this.
All right, well, a lot to take in, Liz, but you put a lot of good info out for people to know what to expect these next 24 hours and even to Monday. So thank you so much.
Of course.